Hello, good evening, everybody. How's it going tonight? It's so good to see ya. Welcome to the finale, our last Silent Hill stream. Until I decide to redo all of these again, for fun. Hey Tom, hi Isaac, hey Mike, Tragedy, Snowy. It's good to see you all. Oh my goodness. What background music do I want to have? I'm gonna need some later, because we're gonna talk about some stuff tonight. I think we're gonna do PT, but it's not super long, so I figure afterwards we could talk about the wiki, among other things. Thought it might be fun. And yeah, I've got a copy of PT still. I downloaded it when it came out, and I never deleted it, so, wiki wild west. That's it.
Don't touch that dial.
Oh my goodness.
Now turn around. I said, turn around.
Said don't turn around. Alright, yep. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna do it. So how have y'all been tonight? It's been a bit of a day for me. Oh my goodness. No update. There we go. Yeah, as well, I'll go over the circumcision thing kinda quickly. It's kind of a mess to talk about.
Use
so
whip.
Andreas, thank you for the 10 biddies. I'll do my best. I'll try to whip this series into shape. It's interesting the little hints this has as to Silent Hill. Like over in the corner there, those 3 circles that are a loading screen or whatever, right? Where it's loading. But they're also like the halo of the sun from Silent Hill 3. They're in that kind of shape. I don't know. There's little Silent Hill hints in here. It's kind of interesting. So ooh. That sounds like fun. I find this game kind of interesting. I don't know if it would have been a good Silent Hill. It definitely would have been a pretty good game, I think. It does something better than any of the post Silent Hill 4 Silent Hills have done, and that's have themes. That sounds not fun. It's not the funnest. It's weird. We'll talk about it. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Okay. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff this game does really, really well, though. There's some cool things in here. What level is it? Oh, watch out. The gap in the door. It's a separate reality. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? Come, cockroaches. Hi, it's me, the wiki writer for Silent Hill. I hope you love my lore breakdowns, such as the reveal of Mary's collection of novelty foreskins, as well as Harry Mason's pubic topiaries. Please enjoy this game I wrote, basically. And as Jane Sunderland from the Silent Hill would say, what's going on with that Raccoon City Police Department? Alright, so... Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Okay, that was a little weird. Alright, so... couple things this game does that's just, amazing. Hi, Stephanie, by the way. It's good to see you. No, I haven't played Katana Zero. Kind of
Don't have good brain juices to properly celebrate 3 months, but at least got COVID shot yesterday. Woo.
Oh, crappy.
I'm ready for Bun to drop some random obscure PT lore on me.
No, I don't know if I have any of that. Goodness. Crappy, thank you so much for the 3 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. And I'm also lacking in brain juice today. I apologize in advance. My controller is not the best right now. There's a couple things that this game does super, super well. I love this first room and how dark it is. I love that the walls themselves don't seem to have very much detail to them until you get like really close and you start looking at all these like chalk marks that are just scratched into the wall. And I like how you can't see them until you like explore very closely. I love this dark corner over here with the table, which is the only thing in this room, and that you can't see what's on it until later. It's very clever the way it works. This game obviously does a lot with a little. Using things like this repeating
I'm ready for PT, but more ready for reading of the Silent Hill comics. Right, Bun?
You bet, tragedy. Oh my gosh. It's Cernier. Thank you so much for the subscription and welcome to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty.
When his 10-year-old son came to investigate the commotion, the father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who he shot in the stomach, was pregnant at the time. Police arriving on scene after neighbors called 911 found the father in his car listening to the radio.
I don't think Americans say 9/11,
neighbors say they heard the father repeating a sequence of numbers in a loud voice. They said it was like he was chanting some strange spell. There was another family shot to death in the same state last
I love
month, and
these
in
little
December
bits of
last
sound design
year,
here where it like kind of draws your attention upwards to the swinging light.
In each case, the perpetrators were fathers. State police say this string of domestic homicides appears unrelated.
I've got my stream marked as mature. It is pretty much always is.
And other social issues facing the average family.
The fetus can't beat us. We're Norman Reedus. Undefeatable. Gosh, I love how much this game does with its very sparse environments. There's very, very little in the way of mechanics, very little in the way of like assets. But the stuff that's here is really good. It's very lived in. It's incredibly cluttered, and I feel like it tells you a lot. There's like these little like pill packs and everything. It's very good. VPT knockoff or replication. I'd like to try a few of those, but I haven't tried them before. God, I love this nerd and his little mustache. The radio is also a very good choice here. So I feel like there's a bit of a theming that's very Twin Peaks. It's very, no, you know what it is? It's very David Lynch. There's like, this doppelganger idea. The only me is me. I'm sure the only you is you. And as much as I don't like the idea of like, here we go. As much as I don't like the idea of a Silent Hill game with like alternate universes or dimensions or realities or whatever, for this game it seems to be kind of like a theme. which I can appreciate. Gotta let him out. Do I? I don't know if I wanna. Everything so minimalistic yet it shows so much. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Which is good. Like, the Silent Hill games are very good about implying a lot of things while using, like, some vague imagery. Even stuff like its monsters are very evocative of certain ideas without actually representing them, you know? And I feel like this game does something similar, where it's using its kind of mundane environments in order to tell us a lot more than what's actually going on in here, you know? Plus the sound design is excellent. Yeah, there was a save icon. There's even little stuff like that little buzzing of the light up here. It's really good. What does a demo need to save? It takes into account some things you've done so far. It's actually, like, I'm not gonna say it's lengthy, but... the click of that door and everything. Oh, this is very good. This is that famous demo game, Pilot Till? That's the one!
Implications and vague images. So is the cult Scott actually nanomachines made by shadowy figures that want to control mankind via the birth of a new god made of nanomachines? Also 6 months nunny.
You bet. Seabart, thank you so much for the 6 whole months, and welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Gosh. I love these buggos, they're horrible. I'm not a fan of buggos. How good is that? How good is that little scare? Like, it doesn't need to use, like, the really jarring, like, music stings. It doesn't have to use, like, any incredible sound effects. It just, like, builds up tension and then pays it off. It's very good. Bogo. Boog. Okay. You know what I was fun? Violins. I agree. Now we're seeing... Okay, so there was something in that bathroom, obviously. We saw the door creak.
But where is Gordon or not Pyramid Head, aka Bogeyman?
We saw the door creak open. We saw the buggos come out, right? So far these bugs are, like, very human shorthand for things like, obviously, like filth, disease, things that are abandoned, things that are wrong, things that are dirty, places you don't want to be are filled with bugs, right? Like, that's really just easy shorthand. You want to make a place seem like a place you don't want to be, fill it full of bugs. Fine. But here, they're also, like, associating the bugs with the bathroom where that ghost was for the first time, right? So now that we know that the bugs are out of the bathroom and all around the house, there's also an implication that whatever was in the bathroom is also now out and around the house. Like, there's this build-up the first few times you go through the hallway where we see the bathroom door, like, moving and then open, and now it's, like, unleashed, right? It's out here with us. And we can hear it, obviously. Like, the crying in the background and everything. So, like, that's great. I think that's really good. It's a good build-up to that moment right there. And now, obviously, we've got the buggos all over the place. The bathroom is now open. And the best thing is that the door over there is open, and we know that we have to go to that door. And we can't run quickly. So now the game is forcing us to go to a place that we really don't want to go to. Because we just saw a thing that is now not there, right? We don't want to go through the dark place there. This is really capturing the feeling of, like, when I was little, our basement had a light switch that was like in the middle of the room. So when you turned off the basement lights, it got really dark, but you had to turn the basement lights off before you went upstairs. And so there's this moment of abject terror when you turn off the lights and before you make it to the stairs, that, like, anything could be in that room with you. It's very anxiety inducing. It's very good. Yeah, no, sadly this was not made into an anything. Anyway. Let me go through here. Gosh, this game is so good. I'm playing PT from PS4. I am playing PT from PS4. Yeah. Zoomy, how are you? Aw, yeah, Bellmaker. I think everybody's got an experience kinda like that, right? Okay, now the crying's gone. This is one of those areas where this game, like the original Silent Hills, and unlike some of the more recent ones, knows when to use silence. Willow! Oh my gosh, it's my Willow friend. How are you? Yes, Panda, I was just thinking that too. But yeah, this game knows when to be quiet and atmospheric. It knows when to use environmental sounds over music. So now the door that we've been going through is closed. Bathroom door is fully open. And there's something in there. Some kind of light that's drawing our attention. Right? I love this swinging light because it's this motion that often is just out of your field of view. Like, there's a lot of times you're looking at something and you turn this way, it gets blurry, because there's like a depth of field effect going on, and all you see is the motion rather than just the light itself.
Lucky 13 and PT.
Ah, Cassie, thank you so much for 13 months, goodness. Welcome to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Whiskey! How you doing? It was good to see you, friendo. I hope you had a blast playing that Five Nights game. The ending of which looks about as fiddly as this game is, gonna be honest. Alright, so I mentioned before this is very Lynchian in its use of, like, in its exploration of things like doppelgangers, right? I'm glad you stopped listening to chat. Chat lies. It was fun to watch, though. Here's another Lynchian aspect. It's the Eraserhead baby. Love it. Love a good babby. The buggles coming out of this strange hole in the wall. The door would not open.
Hey Paige, did you know Albert used to be a diner? He was very moppy.
Muppet! Zoomy, love you. Great, thank you. Yeah, this is incredibly uncomfortable, that they just lock you in the room with this thing. It's incredibly effective. Like, I want out. Well. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. And we're free. Like, as much as I say this probably wouldn't have been a very good Silent Hill game, it is more of a Silent Hill game in some ways than a lot of the more modern ones, right? Because it's using, like, obviously that thing in the sink is a babby, but it's not like overly human. It's not a corpse. It's not a real baby. It's just a lump of flesh shaped like babby, right? Like, it's insinuating a lot more than it's actually showing, which I really like. Potato Thriller? Oh gosh. You need to go watch that Squirty play. Math, you're 100% correct. You know, there hasn't even been a Kirby yet. Unless that thing in the sink is a Kirby. Maybe that's what Kirby looks like when it's got its body. Okay, so here's the thing I love, is the shadow on the wall here. Now that that light is out, we can see our own shadow. And it's doing this Jacob's Ladder twitch thing. It's great. We weren't able to see it before just because that light was off. Could have been doing that the whole time. We don't know. Nothing she's uses shadow. Presumably, yeah. But also, we don't have one, right? Like, we don't see what our shadow looks like.
Kirby, Doldrich Bolwidriel Manfi.
Shot to death last month. In December last year, a man used a rifle and meat cleaver to murder his entire family.
This is a cute little puzzle, because, like,
State police say this string of domestic homicides appears under 2048663.
oh,
Child care
no
and
accidents
other
are.
social issues in the average family.
This is a cute little puzzle because it's a blue X and it's a PlayStation game, so you understand that the blue X on your controller is for doing this. Like, I don't need to give you a tutorial or like a controller prompt or be like, hey, press this button to interact. It's just in the environment. It's like a diegetic element. I like it. It's good. Works. Forgive me, Lisa. There's a monster inside of me. Ooh woo. I hope it's a werewolf. It's a little more wet than you'd expect a photo to be. Mm-hmm. It's a really disconcerting sound. It's very What a good little environmental scare. is good. It's like the cat scare, right? Where like a cat jumps out of a locker or something. Like, well, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I can hear them calling to me from... Some good footstep noises. I think this is a loop we're stuck in until we figure out the puzzle here. Think. Gosh, it sounds so squishy. Alright, I gotta talk about how genius this part is. This is one of my favorite scares. Like, okay, the stuff I'm gonna talk about here is actually just, it's pretty obvious, right? This is a thing that's scary. It feels scary, but I want to talk about why it feels scary, right? Because it's really good. So, like, this is the first use of, like, exaggerated color we've seen in the game. Hey, Venus! Play Sea of Thieves. Ooh, I've played it a couple times. Yeah, just a few. Kojima jizzing in the porridge again. So this is the first use of like color in an exaggerated way and colored lighting, especially. The baby sound is gone. The sound of the lights is mostly gone. And there's very little environmental sound aside from the squishing, right? You are correct, Chiefs. Stephanie's turn. So, what's really neat about this is that obviously this is going to be drawing your eye upwards. Where previously we had a moving lamp. Right? It was just a little light that was moving overhead. Now the light's over here. And what we have up here is a giant Shibari refrigerator. With blood coming out of it, right? So this is such a good use of the mundane. In order to be scary. This is something that's uncanny, right? So like, what's great about this is everybody's familiar with refrigerators. I believe that we're all familiar with what a refrigerator is, what it does, and what it feels like, right? They're very ordinary things to us. However, one of the things that we know about refrigerators is moving them is a pain. They're very, very heavy. They're awful to move, right? So being underneath one that is hanging from the ceiling is just this visceral and horrible idea that you don't want to do. You just don't want to do it, right?
His family, the father hung himself with a garden hose in his garage.
Especially when they're full of blood. But it doesn't have to be like... This is so much more impactful than something like Evil Within, right? Which has like hallways full of buzz saws and like chainsaw blades and shit like that, like power tools. And it's like, yeah, that stuff is both mundane and like viscerally frightening, but not in the same way as just hanging a refrigerator and then making the player walk under it. And then not doing anything. Like nothing happens. It's so unnerving and using very ordinary ideas, right? It's good. It's using human shorthand. Now this light is also red. The baby crying is more awful. And now we have to go underneath the fridge again Except now it's swinging around all over the place and making thumping noises. So that's even worse, right? That's worse than leaking blood, is the doing this. like, jeez Louise. It's so anxiety-inducing. I'm not an expert on refrigerators. Everyone, this is not cute. I am a refrigeration expert, and fridges only do that when they are feeling threatened. It's awfully quiet now. Oh, hey. Oh, good. There's still a babby in the BAM room.
You are kind of a refrigerator expert because you are an expert on being cool.
Aww. Thank you. Oh, you know what else it does to set up the anxiety of that refrigerator? Is the loop before that fridge. One of the windows falls to the ground and shatters, right? So we've already got this idea planted in our head that there's going to be a scare in that room, and that there is something that could fall in that room, right? So now we're wondering if it's going to happen again. I can't even hear the rain outside anymore. Oh, hello. See, I think this is when we're supposed to do this part. Oh, looks like the L walked over there. Okay.
This is the Pun Police. You are all under arrest for crimes against humanity.
Oh no, you'll never take me alive. I want to plush the Screaming Blood fridge. That sounds like a great idea. So, I really like that. Okay, the hint here is that I hear them calling to me. So we're supposed to associate that with the phone, right? Hello. But it also causes us to go back and forth. And walk under the fridge constantly. Which is incredibly unnerving, right? Like, it just makes you walk under the fridge several times. Not just to go past. There we go. How haunted we talking? That's market value, baby. This is gonna drive up the resale rate of this place. It's a haunter's market. She has reversed the modality of what should be calm. Blood-covered fridge baby. Yes. Gra! Hello! Welcome on in. It's so good to see y'all today. How are you, Raiders? Goodness gracious. Ready Games, thank you for the follow. We're examining PT today. Doing our last Silent Hill lore through stream. Oh look, it's midnight now. That's good. I can still kind of see the ground outside. Okay, so now it's using the imagery of that red light from the other room, and it's now replaced the fridge with the red light. It's still an interesting association. It's not that much less threatening, is it? It's really effective. By the way, y'all, Gross Dreams is so good. A heckin' amazing cutie. Streams a lot of Caves of Cud. Oh, among other games. Would recommend. I like the animated photos. Also, we're very fast. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. I like how they're just close-up body parts? Parts of faces. Here we go. Ooh, let's use some non-Euclidean geometry here. Just have an infinite hallway. Oh, it's so weird. There should be something empowering about being able to move faster now, but it doesn't. It's not. It just feels like you're scurrying. Scurrying is the scariest way to move. I think we keep going. The sound design here and the way it changes as you turn the corners is very interesting. Zero o'clock. Oh, good, someone in there. I do like having actual reflections. That's nice. It's a good touch. Babby's gone though. Usually in cutscenes rather than as a controllable character. Yes, very much so. So it's kind of different and very fascinating. This isn't that much different than passing through the door and repeating the hallway, right? Except, it's much more unsettling when it's one contiguous space. Ah, okay. One of these paintings fell down.
I'm talking to all the fine, upstanding folks out there west their their jobs pulled out from under us. You know what to do. Now's the time. Do it.
So, like, this game does a lot with its audio design.
There is a hole here.
There is. Hazel, thank you for 4 months, and welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. It is very, very cartoony, a little bit, but, like, one of the things I like about it is that it's implying without showing. Like, we could have looked through this hole and seen an actual murder happening in that bathroom, right? But it's less expensive on the assets and also more impactful on the player to have it, to just hear it without just seeing it, right? I feel like something like Silent Hill Homecoming or Downpour would have just shown a murder, right? Shattered Memories probably would have made an audio log.
So you drowned your sorrows in booze. She had to get a part-time job working a grocery store cash register. Only reason she could earn a wage at all is the manager liked how she looked in a skirt. You remember, right? Exactly 10 months back.
So this is very, very good because this voice is not, the voice is not scary in and of itself. It's a very normal voice, but it's not like a comical voice, and it's coming out of something that you wouldn't expect this voice to be coming out of, which is very, very unnerving, right? It's a betrayal of expectations in a way that's not humorous necessarily, you know? There's the later areas of dark descent. A bunch of audio of torture, some fucked up stuff. Yeah, and there's good ways and bad ways to do that. Like, Shattered Memories has audio logs of, like, torture and death and stuff, but they're not scary, they're not unnerving, they're just, like, gross. The way the game does it is very just blech. I believe it's a similar or same voice from the radio, yeah. Also, I love the little chest movements this babby has, the little heartbeats, like an animal. It's very strange. I'm gonna stop looking at it, but you know. Okay, normal walking speed now, that's good. I think there had to be some memes of dubbing different audio to the babby. Yeah, I believe there were. Oh, baby gone. It's terrifying. If I wasn't also doing something else, I'm not sure I could handle it. I'm sorry, Silver. It is, like, this is incredibly scary. Like, playing this alone is... Oof. I agree, ATX. Spaghetto. You're not wrong. Hey, that message is gone now. An exception I make for gross and still scary is The Thing. It makes you feel the gross shit happening. I agree with that. Yeah, I love the way The Thing does their horror. And I would adore a video game that does that. Because I don't feel like there really is. There is some, like, there is a Thing video game, obviously, which is fine. There is some Dead Space does, like, weird alien body horror, right? Where a lot of its enemies are just humans, but blim. With their organs out all over the place and bones sticking out and things like that. Like, it's using human bodies in order to make monsters, you know? Blim. But what it doesn't do is make those unique or like I feel like Dead Space would have been better if there was 1 or 2 monsters that show up multiple times that perhaps keep changing forms, or if all of the monsters were unique, or, you know, something like that. Because, like, as soon as the same monsters keep showing up again and again, the body horror wears off almost immediately. It has to be something like The Thing, where every time it shows up in the movie, it looks totally different, and it's doing a different thing, you know? Like, the dog monster is totally different than the head crawling across the floor is totally different than, like, and some of those designs are goofy a little bit, but, like, they're very effective because it keeps you on your toes and it keeps showing you something new and awful every time, you know? Yeah, a little bit. Like, I feel like Dead Space just should have had more unique enemies, and I think that was a problem. One of the problems is it has to be a third-person shooter video game, you know? Aw, jeez, Scratch. Hmm. It'd be really cool if we got a Thing video game that was multiplayer. Like, kind of like Among Us, but like actually a horror game. Hey again, Gripper. I agree with that, Stephanie. Yeah, Jacob's Ladder is a pretty good one. Oh, by the way, because I know a lot of people like to tell me that Jacob's Ladder was like an inspiration for Silent Hill, I thought that I would show y'all... Oh no, my capture card. I thought I would show y'all one of the other movies. Oh hey, our flashlight's gone, by the way. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Everything seems okay now. Oh no.
204863. 204863.
Hey bitch, how's it going?
2048.
To 204863? Development halted due to inexplicable bug. AKA Konami. Thanks. Oops. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? So I think this weekend we should watch a movie. I think on Saturday maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna do a movie night on Discord. And we can watch Dean Koontz's Phantoms. I thought that might be a good one, because that, I feel like even more than Jacob's Ladder, was an inspiration for Silent Hill, and so I thought I might show it to you. It's pretty good. Also, now we have a flashlight, which basically makes this a Metroidvania, because now we can see what was in this dark corner over here, and it's one of my favorite things in the game. This paper bag. I love the bag.
The cat's like, I got out of the bag.
Can I come hang out here and just feel better about today? Yeah, Kitty, of course. please. It seems like it's been a rough one. I'll send you some hugs.
Yes, all the hugs for Kitty.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I love you.
I love you too.
Hmm.
I won't be doing Jeff Vandermeer things, so I won't be around much till later.
Okay.
But I want to put my head out and see tea.
Ah, yes.
And also get a beer. And my food, apparently.
Apparently. Food's here. Sorry about that. So yeah, okay. So now all the lights are off. Which is like throughout the game you see it's darker and darker. Which is kind of interesting. Got my food delivery joke made food arrive. Yep. Okay, Babby's where Babby should be. Okay. Alright, I think this part starts repeating. Which one of yous didn't flush? Alright, so now I'm gonna start looking for... Here we go. The pieces of this photograph real quick. I'm just gonna grab those. I think there's one. Oh, here we go, in the corner. Oh, here we go. Look at this photograph.
Look at this crap!
Oh, Spoder. Love the Spoder. Keep turning this down, expecting the jump scare. I'm
Look at that photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Look at this giraffe. Before missing a couple. Where else? Alright. There's one in one of the corners up here. I like Spoders. Spoders are good. Good friends. Friends. Darn, I forget where it is. When you go through the door of the basement, you return to the main floor. Ooh. Okay, our flashlight's red now. So that's fun. We get cool colored flashlights. I thought the second spider was a shadow. It was. I think it was a spider in the spider's shadow. But hey, let's talk about theming real quick while I'm doing this. So there's this theme of like doppelgangers, right? Or like, so the game's name would be Silent Hills, which implies more than one, of course. This seems to imply through the crack in the door, it's a separate reality. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you, right? So there's this like duality where there's different versions of reality or of oneself. And this is represented in a couple places, like Controller disconnected. Anyway, yeah, it was a little weird. My DualShock controller has been giving me some trouble. It was even creepier for me because I wasn't doing it. So like, one of the first things we see is those two cockroaches attached end to end, right? There's also like this spider and this shadow of a spider, although the shadow doesn't seem to line up.
Bunmo. Growing strong and healthy, Bunmo.
Bunmo. Spaghetto! Thank you so much for the resub, and welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's not moving like a shadow. Like, it's a shadow, but it's not on the wall. It's on, like, the web itself. So, it might just be two spiders. You think was up with the paper bag? I think we actually get to see. I gotta get jump scared once though, so that we could see the bag. Hey Theo, how's it going? Okay, all those sounds are coming from outside. Somebody needs an ambulance. An ambulance. Is that how Babby is formed? Yes, in the sink. You just form it in the sink.
Hey, Bun, if you drink alcohol, do you like IPAs? You know, 'cause they're very, hey, hoppy.
There's lots of hops in them, yeah. It's pretty good. Love you, Casey. Thank you for stopping by, heck. Alright, I'm gonna get jump scared, just so y'all know. I'm warning you beforehand. I'm gonna get grabbed. So, just letting you know. Boo. Oh, she's around here somewhere. How's that photograph going? Couple more pieces? Couple more pieces. Okay. Has everything been figured out with this? Mostly. I'm sorry to scratch. I don't hear her anymore. It's a bit of a shame. I think we missed a thing with the radio earlier. There's a very good part with the radio where it tells you like oh yeah. There's a very good part with the radio where it's like don't turn around. I think we missed it earlier. It's a bit of a shame. Did Lisa just decide to go away? I guess Lisa just left. Fucking sloth. Thank you for the follow, my fur whiskers. Appreciate you. Nah, Pidge, I'm sorry. She's not even nearby. Like, I can't even hear her. So, I'm not gonna get jump scared right here. But I'll let you know. There we go. That sounds good. Oh, okay. No worries, Sloth. Okay, this sounds promising. Oh, there she is. Alright, so now... Oh.
This was all a prelude to the true horror of doing taxes.
A wee tot! You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Blem. There's like a weird extra click.
Oh hi Buns.
There she is. Blem. There's a weird extra click in the footsteps. I like it. It's neat. Hey Transfer, how's it going? Welcome on in. This is good to see you today. Oh my gosh, Platonic, I'm sorry. Jamie 2D, thank you for the follow. My fur and whiskers. Welcome on in, y'all. We're playing some PT. Blem. So like, we're just examining how much I like this little game here. Okay, now we get to see Bag. Bag. Hi, Bag.
I could do nothing but walk.
Boo. Ojity boogity. I'll scare your dad pants.
You did it, Scarlet. Did you hear the phone ring?
Yes, I need to talk to a DoorDash manager. My delivery is wiggling.
It's a little wiggly. Maybe, Randall. Maybe. Generally don't know how Kojima thought that the visuals in PT had been pared back to look like an indie game. What do you mean? I'm probably gonna get jump scared again. I'm gonna try to die again so we can listen to the rest of the bag. Still looks pretty good, yeah. Oh yeah, no what? Hmm. What do you think is inside the bag? I don't think I want to know. I think I like the idea that the bag is just a thing that contains something. Something that should definitely not be moving, but is. And then starts talking to us. They intended to make it look like an indie game. It looks too good, I think. That makes sense, yeah. Let's see. How many more pieces of that photo do we need? Just a couple. Okay. I think what we're supposed to do... See if I can remember how to get the endings for this. Well, ending. The third one's about standing still after the second one. Oh right, I forgot. There's another piece of the photograph. It's right there. There we go. Have a good night, Aranthil. Yeah. Good little fourth wall breaks. I love those. Those are very good. It was hidden inside the menu. Here, I'm gonna hang out like here for a second. Anyway, how have you been? Did y'all... So let me ask, for those of y'all that were like watching the whole Silent Hill playthrough, did it change your mind on the series at all? Did you learn anything? Did you think about anything? Did you have a good time? I've been very scared. I'm doing okay. Oh, there she is. Hi, Lisa. I think she's just chilling. I mean, I want to try Silent Hill 2. Does that count? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I learned that all of Silent Hill is just a metaphysical metaphor for foreskin.
Remember to say jorts into your controller? She gets too... Oh my goodness. Does that work? Glaucus, how are you?
Why did you make my ears hear that?
How y'all doing today? Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, I like the yellow light. This one's good. This one's fun. Look, the Silent Hill wiki is a mess, but it's no skin off my nose, so...
And that the coal fires still burn under Silent Hill even to this day.
Nah! Now it feels like a PS3 game. Nailed it. Got that Deus Ex filter on. Let's see. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, we've had a red light symbolizing the red god, so this is the yellow god manifest. Oh my god.
Look at me, Buns. I'm burning.
Tom is God in the eyes of a child.
Desu X, Miku Revolution.
That's the one. Yeah, correct. Alright, where is she now? Not coming later.
In conclusion, Silent Hill is a land of contrasts.
Oh, there she is. She's in the mirror. See her in the bathroom. She's right there. She's right behind us. See? She's just chilling. We're gonna get jump scared, by the way. Pretty sure. I've seen so many PT likes, it's like, I forgot there was an original. She's kind of thick though. Oh. She's no Lady Dimitrescu, but yeah. She's a ghost. I think all ghosts have no clip-on, so, you know. You returning your commentary to the Resident Evil series? What would I say about it? Big company bad. It's got Momster. Blue God Unlocked. Whoa! New God just dropped. Okay, so based on the evidence so far, what type of ghost is she? We got the radio, writing, what else? Has anybody taken a temperature reading? Do we have freezing temperatures in here yet?
Quick Buns, use your black light to find Prince so we can confirm the ghost.
I'm on it. PT stands for Phasmophobia Teaser, of course. Lisa! Lisa, get out here, you coward! I'm gonna find you, you ghost! We'll find you! What are you, in the shower again? What are you hiding in the shower again? You afraid? You afraid, ghost? Yeah, that's what I thought! Lisa, you fucking nerd, get out here! Well, you stinky ghost! Ooh. That's one. Okay. How did I get the second one? I feel like I got the second one when I was like, when I was thanking Transferum for the raid. I was like, hello, raiders, welcome on in. Because I got all three. I don't remember how I got the second one. I can only do horror games like this, or streams like this, or speedruns. It makes sense, yeah. I don't get like super particularly scared. Which is a bit of a shame.
Did you do the phone number?
No, I didn't. How do you do that part? So like 48765 or whatever? Or do I have to yell into the microphone? Is that how you get the second part? Oh no, she back. Lisa, where you at? Where you at, you ghost? I see you. I see you. Did you die? Did you die on the shitter? Is that what happened? Did you poop yourself to death?
8,675,309. I got your number off the wall.
I got your number off the wall. I got it for a good time call. Hey Darthless, how's it going? Doing pretty good. Playing some PT. Oh no. Why in pain? How come? A lot of PT parodies, some of them are kind of cute. I would like to play some, I think. But eventually. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay, that's 2. I think I just stand here and wait for the third one.
Hello, Wisa.
Hello? Wisa? Oh yeah, my controller's vibrating now. I think the phone's gonna ring. I think we did it.
You've been chosen.
Casey, what? I mean, you know, once or twice. Mostly just for fun. I thought we go to the front door. Now that we got the call. Do we just go around the loop again? Is that what we do? Are they good for the pandemic stuff? I don't think so. Not usually. Here we go. We did it. We beat the PT.
Dad was such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day he goes and kills us all. He couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining. I was dying of boredom anyway. But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me.
Uh-huh. No Warman will read this. Gosh, I love the fog here. It's very misty. It's got some good lights to it. Like all this looks it looks really good. They do look kind of like Downpour. It's because Downpour had that, like, peachy orange and blue going on. Like every sci-fi movie ever. For the last 20 years. Are you a new Silent Hill game? No, please, no. 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 If we got a new Silent Hill game, it would be terrible again. Like, there's no way that Konami's gonna put out a good Silent Hill game. Do not think that that's gonna happen. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. Good little teaser. I like it. This is fun. Oh, don't worry. I've got stuff planned for the rest of the stream. I like that you can see someone on the other side of the door. And now they're gone. What a good little game. What a fun time. Maybe the real BTs, the only races we were along the way. Should I buy Days Gone? It seems like an alright way to spend your time. I think it seems okay. If you're looking for, like, kind of an open world, crafty survival single player kind of game, you could do worse. Sadly, like, I think short of someone making a game in their own time and bitching to Konami. It's a Silent Hill game. Never get anything good. Like, Konami's way too cheap to produce quality on their own. Yes, they're not going to put money into producing a new Silent Hill game. They wouldn't. They're not gonna. Fluffle, I just did. We just beat it. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I've got stuff planned. We're gonna talk about the rest of Silent Hill. The stuff that I didn't play. We're gonna talk about the rest of it. Hang on. Let me go on break real quick, change up my setup. I'll be right back.
Now it's time to talk about foreskins and the coal fire still burning under the city while Valzio cranks those valves. while Bun is away, why don't you consider following for more lore packs action, horrible games, and just a safe place to hang out. Be sure to check out the Discord as well. Bun loves you.
Hello, good evening, and welcome back. Give me just a sec. Here we go. Thank you. Awesome Possum, thank you for the Bunsman biddies. And Reality Loaf, welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty.
Also remember to sacrifice your loved ones to the great Buns man.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. How about I hang out over here? There we go. So hey, check this out. Okay, we're gonna look at right now is a couple different things. Some like ancillary media. Fox, thank you for hanging out. Have a good sleep. So what we've got here is the Book of Lost Memories. This was an insert on Silent Hill 3's Japanese strategy guide, which included some interviews from like some of the creators. It includes some ancillary information, design documents, stuff like that. There's some like behind the scenes stuff here, but also we don't really know who wrote it, so there's quite a bit of speculation and stuff in here that's also a little, you know. Oh no, Phoenix. That's the English one. You'll see. I'll go over it. Oh gosh. Have a good night, Fox. Yeah. Just a couple of streams. Did you read the bottom of the Victim Files translation mystery? And if so, where can I find your discoveries? I have not, actually. I still cannot find the original Victim Files. I can only find the translated versions. But yeah, we'll talk about that too. So this is from translatedmemories.com. The website is currently in a state of fuckery. So, yeah. Yeah, Pidge. There are a couple people I trust that remember having read them in Japanese or seen them on the Japanese site, so I don't know. But yeah. So I wanted to go over a couple things that are in the Book of Lost Memories here, which I found kind of interesting. And then I want to talk about some of like where the current interpretation of Silent Hill comes from, which I think I found the source of, and I'm going to complain about. And then I want to talk about like the comics and
Lore?
stuff.
I thought we were going to talk about Vor.
Maybe later. But yeah, Book of Lost Memories is kind of interesting. It's got information about Silent Hills 1, 2, and 3. There's a couple like direct quotes from people involved, like Masahiro Ito, Akira Yamaoka, and etc. Oh, thank you, Pidge. So some of this stuff is kind of interesting, kind of neat. I feel like there's some good stuff going on in here. And I don't think it contradicts anything I've said so far. So for instance, remember when I said that I don't believe the cult's god is real, right? I think I can justify that with some of the stuff here. I need to move for a sec. So, check this out. Give me that image. Here we go. feel like it works better if the Cult God is entirely of their making. I think so too. But I can go further. Check this out. I'll pop back in here. Here we go. Okay. So according to the Book of Lost Memories, the form of the god that is born to the earth changes, depending on those who summon it. The god that sleeps inside Alessa has appeared in various forms throughout the series. The fact is that there is no one form of the god because the form that it takes is projected by the minds of those who summon it. The influence of the red liquid, Dahlia's delusion is projected. So, like, because, the form of God will change depending on how it's born, I have to assume that there's no, like, that we don't see the real form of God itself at any point in the series. Or if there even is one. The being that sleeps inside the Holy Mother. Is this truly God? At the end of the game, the creature called God appears. However, the form that it assumes seems too sinister for it to be the same being that is supposed to bring paradise to this world. One possible explanation for this is that the town of Silent Hill holds the power to materialize delusions and innermost thoughts of one's subconscious. God is the result of someone's delusions, just like the other creatures. And did the seed of God that was growing inside Heather truly disappear? That is left for the player to interpret. It's an edgy teen atheist. It's, I like it because, I don't know, I feel like it affirms my current interpretation on the series, which is that the Cult's God is BS. Yeah, maybe a bit. There's another thing I like in the Pyramid Head article here, which I fully expected to just really bug me. I thought I was gonna get really annoyed at this red pyramid thing here. Right? Especially down here, where was the red devil that Walter Sullivan saw. Walter Sullivan murdered a young boy and his sister, and then took his own life. The connection between the red devil he saw and Pyramid Head has become a topic of discussion among players. However, Pyramid Head is only a manifestation of James's need for punishment. No one besides Sullivan himself can really know what he saw. So cut it out. Stop it. The Red Devil is not Pyramid Head. I'd be interested to know if this discusses the red and yellow gods as well, right? Yeah. The power of Silent Hill absorbs what people hold in their hearts and manifests delusions and elements of their subconscious mind. And so the truth is that the consciousness that becomes the main constituent of what is called the other world varies. And they talk about the other world being different depending on which game it's in, which is true. That is a different thing. Yo, it's a Pyramid Head. What else we got in here? Some of this stuff is kind of interesting, I feel. There's some good bits to this. There's some information here about the cult itself. Let me see if I can find some of that. It's your boy Pyramid Head, coming to you live from Silent Hill. One page at a time from the beginning. I could do that. Some of this stuff is worth skipping. We'll see. There we go. Alright. The name of that town is Silent Hill. Although it is known as a scenic resort area, it is a cursed place for the town's former inhabitants were once driven away, brutal executions were once carried out, and a mysterious plague was once prevalent. No, I don't remember a plague. Sorry, I'm just trying to fit this in the window here. There we go. Okay. The town is centered around Toluca Lake, from which a thick fog perpetually enshrouds the area and makes vague the reality and dreams of those who visit the town. And according to those who have seen them, there are also times when things that should not naturally exist appear. A few incidents that have occurred in this town up to this point have gone unaddressed, leaving behind a great number of mysteries. Here and now, looking back on it all, let's elucidate the mysteries, once by one. Sorry, elucidate. I am a dumb. Oh yeah, that's the one for sure. We get a Silent Hill map. So that's fun. So this is the South Shore down here, where Silent Hill 2 takes place. And then the hotel's up here. Over here is the ending of Silent Hill 1. Like, this is where the amusement park is.
Die Monster. You don't belong in this world.
Thank you, Tragedy. And then the rest of Silent Hill is just up in the north here, where Old Silent Hill is. And Central Silent Hill. So, yeah. That seems to make sense. It only gets more confusing if you try to overlay the maps from, like, Shattered Memories, which you can't do. Origins, where it doesn't make any sense. That kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. Let me talk about the history of the town of Silent Hill. Here we go. So let me find the thing that y'all want. Where is it? Nope, they don't even mention the coal mine. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. The prison was built around the 1810s. It said here there was an epidemic which resulted in the creation of Brookhaven Hospital. But I don't remember that being mentioned very prominently in the games. So, I could be misremembering. It was probably too underground for the main stage. Oh, I get it. On the coal field. It's right there. Where?
So Silent Hill is basically, they built a town over the cemetery from Stephen King's Pet Sematary?
Not quite. Yeah, they don't actually talk about it much, Arya. The only thing that it says about, like, the people who used to live here is that they revered this as sacred land. That's all the information we get about, like, the indigenous people that used to live here. And also that, like, the white people drove them out. But, yeah. Yeah, it talks about the, I'm in front of it here. Hang on, give me a sec. Here we go. Over here, it talks about beginning a forced removal policy for Native Americans. And the end of Native Americans' organized resistance. Right over here, and over here. And that's all the information we get. It's pretty much all they mention in the games, too. That said, there is a comic that takes place in the 1800s and has some really gross representation in it. It's fucking awful. But yeah, the games themselves are usually pretty good about it. Sure, yeah, it's not about them. It's about the land itself. There's some creature commentaries in here. There's some good stuff. I recommend giving it a look sometime. There's a lot of this. But for the most part, it's information that I think we've already gone through. Hey Sophia, how's it going? So yeah, let's talk about nonsense. Let's talk about the bad stuff. Oh, thank you, man. It has been a bit. Welcome back, Sophia. Let's talk about the Silent Hill victim files. So, at some point, supposedly, the Sullivan victims were a series of files that were posted on Silent Hill 4's website as like promotional materials, and outlined some of the victims of Walter Sullivan, some members of the 21 Sacraments. What's weird about this is that even if you use the Wayback Machine and try to look through the Silent Hill 4 website, we can't find the original Japanese victim files at all. In addition, the translator's notes on this website for them say that a few alterations that add some additional information have been made, and also that we created victim files for victims 16 through 21, which were never included on the official site, for the sake of being complete. So half of these are just made up. And the other half contain extra information. What parts were on the website and what parts are extra information? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. There's nobody archived the originals. So... sounds a little weird, a little sus. So let's go through a few of these. They're fun. Okay, so victim number 1 is Jimmy Stone. This was mentioned in the game. Yes. Okay. Occupation, priest of Voltaire. The fuck does that mean? When is that? Where did that come from? What is that? Nicknamed Red Devil, that's true. Silent Hill 4 kind of retcons things so that the Red Devil is like an assassin that works for the cult or whatever. Sure. Okay. Here's the part I love. Jimmy Stone created and became a priest of the Voltaire sect to mediate between the Holy Mother sect and Saint Ladies sect. The Voltaire
All
sect...
hail Valtiel, master of fate and cranking.
The Voltael sect is closer to the god, and their ethics are to worship Voltael, which also means acting as executioners. Jimmy was killed with a gun, and his body was found in Wish House, which was managed by the Holy Mother sect. Ironically, his right-hand man, George Rostein's body, was found in Wish House as well. Okay, so... the cult of Voltael, the sect of Voltael, the Saint Lady sect, and the Holy Mother sect are just fucking made up. They only exist in these victim files. That's the only place they're ever mentioned. And what the fuck are they? So, like, theoretically, these are separate, these are separate sects of the same cult of Silent Hill, right? The cult of Silent Hill is like, it's gotta be like 20 or 30 members, right? But they got 3 separate sects? Yeah? Really? I believe the Holy Mother sect, according to the wiki, is supposed to be using... No, I don't know. Let's check the wiki. Let's take a look at the Silent Hill wiki. Boom, boom, wow. Hang on, I need some more appropriate music for this. Hang on. Oh heck, it's an Ezrin. How are you? Wish House, the evil orphanage from 4 that might have been mentioned too. It's the evil orphanage from 4 that was mentioned in 3. Yes. Raventail Fox, thank you so much for the follow, my furry whiskers. I appreciate you. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's check the Silent Hill wiki. Where's my search bar? Here we go. Okay. We need what? The sect of Voltael? Yeah. Let's look it up. I'm excited. Silent Hill's neat. That's what makes it okay on its own. Church of the Holy Way? Ooh. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, hang on. Why don't we look up Jimmy Stone? Why don't we do that? Huh? Here we go. Jimmy Stone. I'm sorry, hang on. Sexuality. Oh yeah, I'm gonna save that for later.
Hey Buns, another month to learning about games I have never seen. Watermelon.
Totally. Thank you for the watermelon. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty, for 3 whole months. Goodness. He's a priest and executioner of the town's cult. Who serves under the Angel of Rebirth, Voltael. Ah, yeah. Jimmy Stone is the descendant of an 1860s reverend and a priest of the Voltael sect of the Order who serves the angel Voltael. The sect of the cult is considered closer to God than other sects, and is therefore tasked with carrying out ritualistic murders and executions. Oh yes, Polskin. We'll talk about it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's look at the order and see if it separates them into sects. By the way, I do not like the name The Order. I do not approve of it. It actually, like... Oh, boy. So, there's a document in Silent Hill 3 in the hospital which names the cult for the first time. Because it's like this... It's like a little newspaper article about the cult or whatever, like a magazine article. And in English, Jeremy Blaustein decided to translate it as the cult is known only as The Order, capital T, capital O, right? But the Japanese version, if you translate literally, says, like, it omits an extra sentence from it, which says, the cult has no name and is known only to locals as the cult. But it doesn't have a name. It's there, it's in there for a reason. So let's see. I'm very excited to hear what the wiki thinks about the cult. System of beliefs. Sect of the Holy One. Here we go. It's just a thing, not the thing, right? Sentence drastically changes the meaning of that translation. Drastically! Okay, so let's see. The order is divided into several sects. That's not true. The only thing that implies they have separated into several sects is the victim files, which were posted on Silent Hill 4's website at some point, presumably, we think, and the modern Silent Hill games. As far as we know, in Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4, they didn't have different sects. They're just one cult, right? There's no evidence to this. The Sect of the Holy One. The sect is centered around a high priestess named Dahlia Gillespie. It would actually be much more ominous if they were just called the Nameless Cult. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit, yeah. So, what are they citing for this? Well, there is a citation here. Let me see. It used to be available at Konami's official Silent Hill 4 The Room website, but has since been removed. That's their source. So their sources used to exist on the Silent Hill 4 website, whoever wrote that. But yeah, okay, so a social media manager for Konami at some point wrote it. That's good enough.
Never underestimate an old man with a bicycle.
They believe the resurrection of God by impregnating a woman who has concealed special powers with the child god within her womb. However, Dahlia has attempted to hasten God's rebirth by using an immolation ritual, which involves using her daughter Alessa as a sacrifice. All of this is incorrect. Oh, God. Okay, where to start? Immolation ritual is not a thing. The cult does not use fire in its rituals. I do not know where they got this idea. I think it's because Alessa got burned accidentally during the ritual. Like an accident occurred which caused her to be burned. Which involved using her daughter Alessa as a sacrifice. Yes, technically correct. Not like a sacrifice in that they kill her, but like a sacrifice as in she's sacrificing her well-being for the cult. Right?
She was obviously burned in the movie, duh.
Okay, yeah, that's true. The thing I like about this, though, my favorite thing about this, is that in Silent Hill 1's cutscenes, we see that Dahlia says, "We don't need to wait for God to be born. We can make it happen ourselves." And she splits off from the rest of the cult in order to do the impregnation ritual on Alessa in her own basement without anybody else's, like, say so, right? She's basically gone rogue. So the sect of the Holy Woman is a sect of one person. Like, Dahlia is the only member of this sect, right? It was her plan. Nobody else was involved. I don't know. What? I mean, I guess. Sure. Later, it seems like their belief system has changed from God will be resurrected via a womb to God will return to Earth one day and we must await her coming faithfully. No. No. Hey Tarek, we're talking about the Silent Hill wiki. It's really easy to be a high priestess when you're the only member. I am very pained by this, yes. Oh god. Alright, the sect of the Holy Mother is the one that's running, that wants to use the stone, the Mother Stone, to birth God. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, so what the fuck is the sect of Voltael then? The sect would don red pointed hoods and act as executioners in honor of Voltael, since they worship Voltael as the one close to God and also an executioner? Why an executioner? What does that mean? What is that picture of the guys in the hood? It was supposedly it's from the victim files. Like it's somewhere in the victim files somewhere. On Silent Hill 4's website. Your guess is as good as mine. No, it's not the one from SH2. SH2 doesn't have the doesn't have this photo. They've got the one with the executioners. But hey, you can click this little eye icon right here, and it takes us back to the same page. Never mind. The sect of Voltael was responsible for the intermediation of the sect of the Holy Woman and the sect of the Holy Mother, which were in opposition to each other. Okay, so this sect is just like, guys, Dahlia's really upset that she was the only one that brought an entree last week. We can't all bring desserts, okay? Two of the cult meetings. Y'all really need to... Dahlia says that y'all should also be pulling your end of the bargain, okay? So, like, maybe if y'all could bring more than a salad, or Rice Krispie squares. Hey, Babuya, how's it going? And then there's the Shepherd's Glen one, which is from Homecoming, so, like, okay. Bases? They've got secret bases! Oh, great. It's also possible that Midwich Elementary School has some teachers or staff who were part of the order and may have brainwashed or indoctrinated children into their religion? Question mark? So instead of Pyramid Head just being a weird thing James made up after seeing a weird painting, Pyramid Head is now from the sect of Voltael,
in the Legion of Doom,
of someone from that, and the town of Silent Hill set its attack dog, Pyramid Head, on them. Yes. Although I will say that the painting that James sees of that Pyramid Head is... he sees it when he's in the historical society. So it's entirely possible that that was just also a figment of his imagination. Like, the town is manifesting that painting based off of the Pyramid Head he already saw. So it is possible that James saw that painting and then imagined Pyramid Head being an executioner. Or it's possible that the town manifested a painting of the thing he already saw in order to tell James that it is his executioner, right? The hell is a Pyramid Head? It's a manifestation of the monster that James has become. Pre-Silent Hill 2, Jesus fuck. Toby, oh no! Go save your battery. What a nerd. Look at this Silent Hill Origins cult member. Look at these fucking Kingdom Hearts characters. Oh my god. Oh, Origins is such a fucking mess. I hate it so much. It's the worst. Oh, no worries, Johnny. Oh. Alright, let's check out sexuality. I'm in for it. I need to see it. Sexuality is a common motif in Silent Hill. The theme appears in nearly every game in some form or another, being more prominent in Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill Origins. Origins? Wait, what? Wait. Where was the sex in Origins? Okay. I mean, it's a good gift, sure. Great. No, I need to know what they think. No. Get in it. Oh.
Can we appreciate Tot Gift for a moment?
I'd rather not. Oh. What? What? Wait a minute. Hang on. Okay. I hate this. Whatever this is, I hate it. That is correct, Babuya. Nora Holloway's monstrous form also bears many pairs of breasts. When Nora died, she was a teenager. Okay. The overwhelming amount of breasts, as well as the vaginal area being covered, may represent how she will never get to experience the pleasures and physical aspects of womanhood? What the fuck? Who wrote this and why? Here they go. Post and cringe. Hang on. There's another one here that I need to find. Oh, where is it? So there's an old one here. Let me find it. They took one of these down from the wiki at some point.
Today on Lucky Bun Adventures, Bun finds the Silent Hill wiki and is scarred for life.
Well, I mean, can you blame me? Oh no, the Silent Hill wiki. I thought it would have been cleaned up after firing the guy who was obsessed with circumcision. Not really. No.
Oh god, we're into this now.
Oh no, I'm just reading from the wiki tonight.
Oh, I know. I figured we're not going to talk about circumcision because there's a rule about that on these.
Oh no, that's what we're doing.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to find... Ah, here it is. Here we go. I found an old wiki article. Okay, here's what used to be on this page, I believe. Here we go. There's a popular theory in the Silent Hill fandom that Alex is secretly gay. The schism may symbolize repressed homosexuality. The schism's head is phallic, and this, mixed in with gynophobia theory, aka bullshit, could be a symbol of Alex's divided feelings toward homosexuality and heterosexuality. Most men and humans are right-handed and masturbate with their right arm or hand. The fact that the left arm is normal and the human-like and right arm is twisted and claw-like may represent Alex's guilt for masturbating to men. This may be why the monster has box-like genitalia. It is being punished for its homosexuality by being unable to masturbate to men with a twisted arm as punishment.
Oh boy. He just reached all the way up his ass and just pulled everything out of there.
Yeah. The thing I love about the Silent Hill wiki is that it tells us more about the people that wrote this wiki than it does about Silent Hill.
Stuff like this always ends up with people hanging their asses out all over the place.
Yeah, it's like a Rorschach painting. It's just like... we get to see so
Why?
many...
Bad. No.
Yeah, no, bad, no. 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 This wiki is environmental storytelling. Yes. Cults don't all have hooded robes and sinister chants. That image of cults is responsible for a dangerous lack of awareness of what cults are. I agree with that. And the cult of Silent Hill doesn't and shouldn't, except it does in Silent Hill Origins and other bullshit. Like, oh my gosh. Alright. Should we talk about circumcision real quick?
Yes, let's talk about circumcision.
Alright. So... so that article about repressed homosexuality was written by one of the moderators for the Silent Hill Wiki named Alex Shepard. The same name as the character they were talking about. Who wrote over or contributed to over 40,000 articles on this wiki, in addition to writing for the Xenosaga Wiki, and the Rule of Rose Wiki, among others. He's subsequently been banned for all of them, for including elements of circumcision in so many articles. So many articles. And when it was removed by one of the other moderators, he went into a rant in one of the, forum discussions on the Silent Hill Wiki about his opinions. I'm gonna pull up just one of them. There are more. Lots and lots more. Oh. But here we go. Yes. Oh. Edits regarding male genital mutilation in Silent Hill 4.
This sort of odd
Walter
takes
Sullivan
from
article.
a website about a video game makes me ask myself, why did I bother rolling out of Bun's pocket and hide his wallet this morning?
I'm sorry, Thalia. I'm so sorry. So somebody else writes, I don't quite remember the game being a lunatic anti-male genital mutilation rant, so I figured the article should probably be the same way and removed such. Even if that section is found to be worth keeping, if reinstated, it should probably do more than pay lip service to Sullivan's mental state, rather than being some unhinged polemic. Quote, you're a fucking horrible human being for advocating genital mutilation, and 99% of Americans who advocate mutilating penises are fucking brainwashed morons. Circumcision can have a huge effect and huge influence on the development of a human being's psyche. It's the truth. What you are trying to do is erase American history and hide the truth. Seriously, don't be on the wrong side of history. It's like trying to delete the Holocaust article on Wikipedia, saying it's some anti-Holocaust or anti-Nazi rant. That's how brainwashed you sound. So...
I put up my middle finger at them.
So, Kez, I agree. Circumcision is bad. It shouldn't be done. Genital mutilation of any type, very bad. I don't approve.
Genitals.
But-
Why is that so hard?
I don't know if the Silent Hill wiki needs to be making that point.
Also, additionally, I don't know if we're gonna read this part.
I'm gonna read the rest of it, but okay.
I was just going.
Mhm.
Is this one that just full on gets into like the anti-Semitic aspect of what he gets, where he's coming from?
Nope, I'm just gonna gloss over that.
Yeah. I feel like it's worth mentioning that while we won't read it, there is an anti-Semitic thing going on with this.
Yep. Maybe Steve, but some of his other, like, writing is, like, criticizing Americans, like, oppression of, LGBT individuals and stuff like that. He actually, like, it's very conspiratorial, it's very anti-Semitic, but also there's a lot of, like, weird left-wing politics in here, too. It's very strange. I do not know what his opinions are, and I do not wish to understand them. I think that he doesn't think that he is transphobic. Let's just say that. Like, I think he thinks he supports LGBs and Ts. I don't think that is done in practice, but I think he thinks
Let
that.
your armor be content. Fun.
Nobody's advocating genital mutilation. I'm against circumcision myself, but a lot of that section is entirely irrelevant to Silent Hill. After describing the evidence that shows Walter might have been circumcised, there's no need to include completely irrelevant information about how barbaric American doctors were. That stuff belonging on websites dedicated to that topic, not a Silent Hill wiki. Oh, hey, Neon, how's it going? Stream's been pretty good so far. Yeah, there's stuff happening. I don't fully understand it. You are so deluded. Silent Hill is all about exposing the atrocities of America. That's the entire purpose of it. It is a fact and truth that circumcision damages the male psyche and is part of a brainwashing dark ritual. And no, I won't remove it. Forced circumcision should be banned, and the American government, or Illuminati at this rate, should actually acknowledge it because it's an injustice to Americans. It also helps give backstory and understanding of male genital mutilation in America. People need to wake the fuck up and realize what's happening to humanity. The Illuminati! Oh my god. Wow. So yeah, I don't... The Silent Hill wiki's a time. So, like, they've been trying to, like, walk back the Silent Hill wiki after they banned this guy.
Just think. All this energy directed toward wing wings.
Yeah. And Kez, I agree. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna just say about the circumcision thing. I'm gonna say that the Silent Hill wiki has been trying to clear up his influence and, like, rewrite a lot of the articles that he contributed to. That said, there were 40,000 of them. So, like, you're not gonna be able to remove his influence from this. So, like, while the wiki has been cleaned up substantially, it's still full of garbage. Oh. Just so much garbage. Alright. Alright, do we want to talk about the red god, yellow god?
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I will do my best to shut up. No guarantees.
Did he hack the Silent Hill wiki? No, he was a moderator. The Order worships the entities of the other world of Silent Hill. Incorrect. Not true. No, they do not. Should we get Ragnarok's in here? That would be nice. I need to talk to Ragnar. Where did they get this idea that the cult worships the entities of the other world Silent Hill? What sense does that make? What? Which they believe house their faith's incarnation of God, which is often depicted by believers as a Caucasian orange-haired woman with red robes. It is I don't have to explain why this is wrong, right? Do I? Like, do I need to go into this? I don't know about this. Huh. Levels of membership? Founding group of the...
This man thinks the Illuminati exists. I'm not surprised that he thinks the cult has levels like the Masons.
Oh no. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna stop hurting myself. Scroll up a bit, the yellow god is Jordan Peterson? I just don't know. Alright, what else are we gonna talk about? Okay, let me find something else. Oh, okay. So, I think I have an explanation for why the interpretation of Silent Hill is as completely fucked as it is. And I've traced it back to a single GameFAQs article. I may have talked about this one before, but I just wanted you all to enjoy this with me. I'm sorry this doesn't have a dark mode. It's just going to be really bright. I apologize. But hey, look, it's a Silent Hill plot guide. Written by President Evil and uploaded in 2005. Yeah. Read that one back in the day? Yeah, some people did. Yeah. I love GameFAQs ASCII art. It's so good. Okay. So, here's some fun facts. So this is a Silent Hill plot guide, which I think the last update was in 2005, but I believe that this was posted in 99 or 2001, something like that. 99.
Please, I am already half blind.
I could maybe turn it down a little. We'll see if I can, like, maybe I could put a thing on the window capture here. Hang on, let me color correct this. See if I can do that. Maybe turn brightness down. Contrast down. Something like that. Is that better or worse? I don't know. Probably unreadable at this point. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, think of the younglings.
Alright. So, this is... Yes. So this is an old article. And you might wonder why I would decide to pick on a Silent Hill plot guide from just after the first game came out and before Silent Hill 2 came out, right? Like why would I decide to do that? Well, one of the reasons is that President Evil is President Evil is in actuality Dan Burlew, the writer of the Silent Hill 3 strategy guide. And the back of the Silent Hill 3 strategy guide contains a plot summary, which is basically just this. It's just this Wikipedia article. So, the person who wrote this, and the writing in this article, is the basis for the plot synopsis in the Silent Hill 3 strategy guide, which I believe forms the understanding that most people who worked on the on the later Silent Hill games got their understanding of the series from. I believe that what they did was read the plot synopsis in the back of the Silent Hill 3 strategy guide, or the wiki, which was inspired by the Silent Hill 3 strategy guide, in order to understand how Silent Hill works. This is the first example I could find. Vels! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the subscription. Enjoy your emotes and your crown, and welcome to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. This is the first example I could find of the multi-universe bullshit of the house burning thing being part of the ritual. And about the cult's god being called Samael. This is the earliest example I could find of all of that. So yeah. Oh goodness gracious. It's a lot. No hate on this dude. I really don't actually care. He did his best. He wrote the way he understood the series. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody dare go out and harass that poor guy. I do not care. Do not do it. Anyway, I'm gonna read some excerpts from this because it's fun. And I want to show y'all where some of this came from. So, let me see. People who've played the game.
Do not do anything against this guy.
Okay.
Orban will be not mad at you. It will be worse. He'll be disappointed in you.
Very much so, yes. I'm just thinking of all the hate that Tom Hewlett got after those Twin Perfect videos and everything, and I just don't want that to happen because this is a video game. Here we go. Alessa and Cheryl. The answer to the most frequently asked question about the plot of Silent Hill, and the first thing that occurs in the game, concerns the disappearance of Cheryl. Where is Cheryl? And who is Alessa? The answer, for all its complexities, is that Alessa is Cheryl. Parenthetically, just like Darth Vader is Luke's father. Oh, Glaucus, you're gonna need a stronger one, I think. This revelation at the end of the game threw me for a loop too, but it is clearly stated by Dahlia at the end. To figure this out, you have to start with the ending and think backward through the last hour or so of the game. Oh, yeah. At the end, Harry enters a dark area inhabited by 3 others. Dahlia, a person wrapped from head to toe in bandages and seated in a wheelchair, and the girl Alessa seated on the floor. Hey, Dragonic, how's it going? Oh, good, okay. Strong is good. Where's Cheryl? When Harry demands to know where Cheryl is, Dahlia replies that Cheryl is sitting right in front of him and that she has been there all along. The girl seated on the floor has been seen throughout the entire game. She is Cheryl. Harry has been running into Cheryl throughout the entire game. So why didn't she ever talk to him? Let him know who she really was. Conveniently ignoring the wheelchair person. Oh yeah, don't worry. Oh yeah. No, it's a plot summary, Phoenix. It's a plot explanation. Silent Hill explained. Because Cheryl never really existed. In fact, neither did Alessa. Both of the girls are only conjurations of Dahlia's cult. See, the cult wanted to bring their Lord Samael to the mortal world so that he could take control of the universe? But for the cult to benefit, they would have to be able to control Samael. The only way they could do this was to summon Samael into an unborn fetus, a child that the cult could raise and teach to control its powers, all for the benefit of the cult, of course. Dahlia conceived the child somehow, somehow, with the help of Dr. Kaufman. Parenthetically, he either inseminated her or had intercourse with her. Ew! 4 exclamation marks. But when the child was born, only half of Samael's dark soul had been summoned into the child. To prove this, I will refer to 2 ghostly flashbacks of sorts that Harry has witnessed to on his way to the final... We know the flashbacks he's talking about, right? When he said the seed lies dormant, we only have half the soul, etc., etc. We remember this. Okay. Alessa refuses to do what Dahlia says. Dahlia wants Alessa to use her latent powers for Dahlia's evil interests. Okay, here's where this gets crazy. Okay, here we go. She only wants to be a normal kid with a normal mother. Somehow this reveals to Dahlia that in order to summon the other half of Samael, she must have another child.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is why there are 2 children. No, it's not. It's okay. So he thinks that the Alessa who's a little girl and the Alessa in the wheelchair are 2 different people. That they just tried again. Instead of like being an astral projection, right? Like I just do-over.
Like, is this like Roman naming conventions? Is this like Alessa and anti-Alessa?
I guess 14 years before
Just
the
like I was the
events of the
do-over
game.
child. Wait.
Oh god, no. Valium, I don't know. Oh. 14 years before the events of the game, in neither Silent Hill that exists in the game, but the real one, Dahlia and the cult performed a ritual to summon their dark god Samael into material form. This way they could control him, and together they would all rule the cosmos! Nice plan. Then they performed a ceremony similar to the one you can read about in Ira Leving's Rosemary's Baby.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Cosmosis Jones, yeah. Wow. Nice plan. A little convoluted. Too many cult gods, but we can trim that. 7 out of 10.
Help for the guy.
What?
Great
Cult
job,
god.
kiddo.
Dahlia's got it. Poison Fusco.
Oh god, I love this. No, it's liquid Alessa and solid Alessa. Sister! You were born with all the dominant gods, and I was born with all the recessive gods. Where? Where? Oh,
Sounds like
yeah,
way more fun.
okay. The ceremony only conjured child that contained half the soul of their dark god, and so it only remained dormant within the child. For 7 years, etc., etc. The girl continued to refuse. So the cult locked her in her bedroom and set fire to Dahlia's house. So this is why that happens in Origins, right? Because, like, nothing
A
in the
weapon
game
to
mentions
surpass
this.
Metal Gear, Samael.
Right? So that's why in Origins you go upstairs to Alessa's bedroom where she's been locked in and the house is on fire, right? That's okay. So like, back me up here. I'm not just picking on a random Game Facts article. This is where Silent Hill went off the rails. This is the fire that spread and nearly burned up half the town? No, it burned down 6 houses. Yes, Phoenix. Didn't went off the rails. I just... Everyone in the town knew that Dahlia had a little girl, but the story was that she died in the fire. The cult knew what the power... The cult realizes something Dahlia has known for some time. So he says that like Dahlia's hiding the fact that it's only half the soul.
And started the coal fires that burn under Silent Hill to this day.
Of course. Wait a minute. Maybe he is from the future. Look at this. Look. He predicted it. Dark Souls didn't come out for another like 3-4 years. Two halves of a dark soul. If he mentions the furtive pygmy, I'm just like... I'm done. I'm done with the series.
Buns. Help. I'm so confused. Like what games was he playing to come this conclusion?
I don't know. It sounds like he played Origins, and that's what he's talking about, right? This whole thing is hollowing me. Oh.
Welp, I had a good run. Just squish me now. Fun.
Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. But this was written pre-2. Correct! Isn't that weird? Isn't this weird? This is very weird. Here we go. How did Dahlia lose the second child? How did Harry and his wife find her on the roadside during one of their vacations in Silent Hill? The answer I will give involves the videotape item found in the Darkside Hospital and the scene of Lisa and Kaufman fighting, which occurs in the intro movie. Oh god. Oh god. But never in the game. When finally viewed without static, the videotape reveals that Lisa was the nurse forced by Dr. Kaufman to care for Alyssa after the fire. The horror of the situation was too much for Lisa to bear, but she was forced to go on. Since her diary indicates she was addicted to White Claudia, a drug manufactured by the cult to bring the citizens and tourists to Silent Hill under their power? No, they used it for money mostly. Like, okay. There's an implication that she may have been doing White Claudia and that Kaufman was dealing to her. Maybe. They leave it as kind of a vague insinuation. But they make it a big part of Origins, and I think this is why. Lisa's videotape, she knew that Kaufman and his creepy cult friends were somehow involved. Now the theory that I can easily form from all this information, and the only one that makes sense, is that somehow Lisa realized that her patient was Dahlia's daughter, burned alive. When Dahlia produced a second child, Lisa would have surely assumed that the second child was also in danger. Claudia's just cocaine, isn't it? They're kind of vague about it. We're not really sure. I've never been in a Silent Hill and I don't know which parts of this are wrong. Pretty much all of it. Pretty much all of it.
No, she wasn't in danger. And don't call me Shirley.
To come to this conclusion requires, like, so many wild assumptions. This is not an Occam's razor of an idea, basically.
No, this is so much more complicated than the actual explanation. Yeah.
She assumed, oh, this woman whose daughter has been
There's a lot of somehows in here too.
Another kid who must be in danger cause reasons?
Yeah.
Like,
here's my favorite though. Okay. So the implication here is that Lisa steals the baby from the hospital. But my favorite part is...
Sorry to interrupt you, Buns, but... Yeen, where's my can of soda?
Tom would like to know where his soda is, Yeen.
No soda here, only beer.
Perhaps she only got as far as the highway before she fell victim to her drug addiction and turned back.
What?
Written by someone who has done a drug before. Definitely. I have definitely smoked one drugs before. I know how that works.
Silent Hill is supposed to be pretty... It's a pretty, like... It's a tourist town, but it's a pretty rural one. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Go one town over, there's gonna be even more meth there.
Rather than take the child back, perhaps she figured it was a lesser fate to be abandoned on the side of the road than to be left in the clutches of the evil cult. I'll bet anything that Lisa is one of the townspeople who died under strange circumstances, as mentioned in the article clipping Harry finds low, as well as by Lisa herself.
Bun, walking into a pharmacy, putting his prescription on the counter. 1 drugs, please.
1 drugs, please. Oh, this is such a nightmare. Okay, the next question posed to me most often is, why does Silent Hill keep going back and forth between the snowy, misty town and the dark, treacherous one? What is real and what is false here? First of all, let's all admit it. Silent Hill is a town in a video game. It's not real, per se. Why is this line in here? What are you getting at? Now let's approach the subject from an abstract view. Oh, please. For the rest of this guide, let's explore Silent Hill as if it were real. How would this situation occur? Why is the game so mysterious and vague in many aspects of the plot? And it's spelled wrong, per se. Alright, let's do a thought experiment where we pretend that this plot synopsis is
My
summarizing a
summer
plot that
vacation is
exists. Oh no! Oh, Teoric, there's much more than 2. I'm positive. The developers had to be vague, since the ESRB would never allow a game with blatant satanic elements to be published in the continental US. So the story had to be left vague on purpose, only hinted at, to give the reader the clues they need to figure out the basics. The problem is, the plot is broken down into clues that must be deciphered by the player, and your average video game player is 10 to 26, which means that half of them are going to have a rough time putting the fragmented pieces together. So the final product is a game that not only has
This
many
game
puzzles,
made decades after Doom.
but the entire game is a big puzzle.
The writer needs.
Whew. So now, hopefully, you get the impression that I am attempting only to solve the big puzzle. Am I wrong? Is there another explanation that is more plausible? Yeah, there is, actually. They made the game vague on
The
purpose.
ESRB would never allow a
'Cause
game
it's
with blatant
horrifying.
satanistic elements to be published in continental
'Cause it's
US.
scary.
Not Doom, or Wolfenstein. Or yeah, someone beat me to it.
Yeah, never. Never. Silent Hill is definitely toned down for the ESRB, which a Japanese company would definitely be thinking about.
This guy was obviously hooked on White Claudia.
It's not like they could have made it vague on purpose for like making a story that is told vaguely on purpose. Are we sure that this is not also the wiki guy? I'm not convinced, but we'll see. The only explanation that makes sense if you sit down and analyze the whole thing for a few hours is this. The developers have a very deep love of the more irreverent aspects of American television programs and films. Take, for instance, the street names of the town.
I want this guy's take on another vague story like Dark Souls.
I want his take on Prometheus. Or like, oh god. Oh. I want this guy to watch The Wall.
No!
No.
No, we've had one bad take on that already. We don't need more.
Oh, please, though.
What, next are we gonna
Okay.
want Doug Walker to, like, play all the Silent Hill games? Get his hot takes?
Bun, you hecking monster.
Annihilation, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Fun fact, I was absent for the beginning of this because I was present for an interview with Jeff Vandermeer, the guy who wrote Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he's hilarious and I love him. But like, yeah, no, don't. People's hot takes on Annihilation need to stop.
Look at this. Take, for instance, the street names of the town. This is a dead giveaway. All the names refer to various sci-fi and horror authors. Correct. So far. Let's see where the rest of the sentence goes. And also to the band members of Kiss, Sonic Youth, etc. No, I'm gonna leave it. Oh.
What?
I don't know. The intro is also another clue. All the crossfading between scenes we have yet to see, and scenes that have already occurred. The whole intro is like watching the beginning of an episode of the short-lived David Lynch TV series Twin Peaks.
Kenrick, Bunny EXE definitely.
Okay, so he's talking about Rosemary's Baby. He talks about Stephen King.
Someone needs to get a shovel for all of the pop culture references this guy is just casually dropping everywhere.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, got it. Found it. Alright, here we go. Alright. The town of Silent Hill would seem to be caught between two worlds. One is the world where it is foggy all the time. A light snow is falling in the middle of summer tourist season. Summer? Okay. Annihilation's real good. Hey Lois, remember that time I explained Silent Hill? Oh, I ran out of music.
The Annihilation movie, read this, and if you like horror, like good eldritch horror, modern eldritch horror, read the Southern Reach trilogy. Do it. However, if you do watch Annihilation, do not then turn around with some kind of big brain idea at the end about what it all means. Buttercup Benito's Southern Reach trilogy. There's 3 books: Annihilation, Authority, and Acceptance. They are fucking banana pants. I love it.
And monsters are crawling out of the mist. And no, the mist is not there as a convenient way to help the game render more easily, 3 exclamation marks. Look at games like Tomb Raider and Shadow Man, which have similar game engines, and you can see almost miles away. The developers wanted to promote a spooky and mysterious atmosphere, 3 exclamation marks. This is an actual guide for PT. It's an actual guide for Silent Hill 1. Yeah.
I have not read Sutter Kane. I will look that up. Also, Zoe, don't make me come over there. I will climb all the way through all the tubes of the internet and stick my head out of your speaker just to tell you how much it doesn't matter.
The developers wanted to promote a spooky and mysterious atmosphere, 3 exclamation marks. Strange events have occurred before the game starts. The whole town has been sealed off by what looks like cooling magma? I'm sorry, wait. Excuse? Hello? And certain streets have been cut off by large, impossible chasms. This is the world where you can easily get around with the help of the tourist map, using the street names, which are still easily visible on all the street signs at every intersection. How much time is he just babbling on nothing? Most of it! This is supposed to be like a story explanation, which is just awful. This is the world where you always meet Dahlia. This is where you can also find clues and are told where to search next. More of note on that later. Then there is the other world of Silent Hill, which takes over from time to time. I hate this so much. This is a world of utter darkness, a world where it is raining, not snowing. The mark of Samael can be seen cropping up with greater and greater frequency. The only way to get around it is with the help of a flashlight, and there seems to be a lot Allet. More monsters. Hunting you. This world shows signs that it is quickly decaying. Etc, etc, etc. Anyway, this is where they first come up with the, like, the nonsense about Silent Hill being multiple universes and whatever. It's all BS. Here we go. What power conjures these fake Silent Hills? It's Alessa's psychic powers that she was born with. Since Dahlia always appears in Misty SH, it is safe to assume that she somehow controls Misty
This
Silent
game has
Hill.
a dark world, and isn't the fun dark world.
You are Ick, he is Ook, and it is nighttime. Since Alessa only appears in Dark Silent Hill, she somehow controls Dark Silent Hill. In Alessa's case, it's obvious. She has half of a power within her that is, if united, could take control of the entire physical universe. If the second girl is somehow able to tap into the power of the first, then the united power would reasonably be all that you need to conjure an entire world. What? What? I mean, obviously, of course. Oh my god. Alessa has conjured a fake Silent Hill to hide herself in, so that Dahlia does not find her. But Dahlia is crafty. She has an arcane device called the Flauros, which can bend alternate universes! She says as much when she tells Harry at the church that he just needs to follow the path through the darkness as illuminated by the Flauros. Oh, God. Oh, of course, logical and simple. It's not like the Flauros is a thing that exists. Like, it's actual folklore. Like, it's a Goetian demon. I believe it's in the Lesser Key of Solomon. You can look it up, find out what it does, because it do things. Oh, Dino Nuggy, thank you for the follow, my furry mistress. Oh god, okay. If you don't quite get what I'm saying...
Is it reasonable that I'm just waiting for this to end with the words "the aristocrats" and have flashy jazz hands?
Yes. Kenrick, you need a pun. Let me see. And it's a good thing you redeemed a pun and not a blem, or I might have to give you a can lick. Oh, thank you, Dino. I never promised it would be good. I'd just keep it up. So let's sum up what we got so far. Alessa conjures an alternate Silent Hill to find in. How better to hide than in a dense fog with many streets blocked off by deep schisms? Chasms? Schisms? Thinks.
Blocked off by a bunch of Martin Luthers.
I mean, technically, I guess. Okay. So now Dahlia can't get to Alessa, but she has a device which can alter or affect the world Alessa is hiding in. She can conjure herself into it, but like I said, Alessa controls this world and would know where Dahlia is at all times. So Dahlia forms a plan to use Harry, Alessa's surrogate father, to get the Flauros close enough to Alessa so that the device can subdue the girl and dismantle her world. She needs a pawn, what appears to be an insignificant person, who she can move across this supernatural chessboard and checkmate Alessa.
Writes like this.
Oh, I'm getting to it, Liam. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. So she uses the Flauros to physically draw Harry into Alessa's world. This is not the real Harry, though, but Harry doesn't know that. Brodo Swaggins, thank you for the
And
follow, my
that's how the
fur
priest
whisker.
Martin Luther nailed the 95 Theses on the door of Silent Hill.
That's correct. This is bullshit. The church is bullshit. This sucks. Here's 95 reasons why.
Fuck the church.
Where did the fake Harry come from? Dahlia made it. Him.
Pyramid Head is actually just
Harry
a representation of Martin
thinks-
Luther.
If Harry thinks he is dying in Alessa's world, he dies in the real world. We can see this evidenced in the bad ending where Harry dies in the wreckage of his Jeep, where he has been all along, but the Harry that exists in Alessa's world is still a mental manifestation of the real Harry, so he can act and affect objects in this world since he has been programmed into it by Dahlia. If you don't quite get what I'm saying in this theory about Harry in the game not being the real Harry, rent the movie The Matrix. You'll quickly understand what I mean.
The Wachowskis didn't.
Topeka, thank you for the
create-
follow, my fur and whiskers.
Oh god.
It's just like in the movie of The
The
Matrix.
Matrix.
You take the red pill.
The Wachowskis don't deserve this.
Okay, so why the heck am I getting heckin' homework to watch movies just to understand a video game now?
Oh no, it is Kingdom Hearts.
Of
Oh,
course.
oh, this is so nonsense. I love it.
Fansk buns. I think I hate CL until now.
That's fair. You know what? Me too. So this is how unfair my life is. Think about this, okay? When I was like 8 or 9, my hyperfixation was like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like that was my favorite fucking thing in the world. That was like, I was obsessed. Read all the comics. I had Sonic the Hedgehog pajamas. And then that turned into garbage right about when I was 12, and I became like the biggest fan of Star Wars. And then the prequels came out. And then I was like, you know what I really love? You know what? I'm gonna get into video games and play some Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid. My life sucks.
I love you.
Everything I love turns to shit.
Question? Am I included in that?
You may be in danger. I'm kidding, I love
Bun
you.
is not allowed to love anymore.
I'm in danger.
I'm kidding. It's fine.
Maybe you had to put up with all of that just so you
But you have
get me.
Ying.
I do.
It was like redeeming tickets.
Aww.
Paying tickets.
I got the cat. Oh. I'm kidding, I love y'all.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, I bring unto you a call from the Emperor of Mankind, that we must purge this Silent Hill in his holy name, for the glory of the God Emperor.
Oh, dang it. Oh, did I miss a blim? Blim. Compliments for Yin in chat. Yin is amazing. Yin is just the most handsomest, just the most wonderful and fantastic partner I could ever ask for. She intelligent and caring and just terrific. Chat is heckin' fantastic. Like, y'all's insight is great. You are, like, way funnier than I am. And just, I love playing games with y'all. I love showing you things
The
that I'm
real
interested
question
in.
is, would you give up Yin for a good Silent Hill game or keep Yin and never have a good Silent Hill
I
again?
love you too.
Oh, I would keep Ian. Easy. Easy.
Wait, what am I being?
Oh my gosh, Talon! Talon Wolfen, hello! Welcome the heck on in, Raiders. It's so good to see you today. Hello!
Oh, do you want me to squeak the bun?
Sibling Squad! Oh gosh. Blum. Thank you so much for the follow, Talon. How was your stream today, and what were you playing? Jokerbox, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Heckin' thank you. Gosh. We finished PT a little bit ago, and so now I'm wrapping up my Silent Hill lore series that I've been doing. by reading nonsense. Just nonsense. This is a GameFAQs story synopsis guide for the first game that was written by someone that later went on to write the strategy guide for Silent Hill 3, which included a story synopsis that's just this. He mostly just copied and pasted bits of this and put it in the strategy guide. And that's why the Western Silent Hills are garbage.
I believe
Farm
The
Sim
code
19.
rack of
Oh,
Satan
nice.
demands you to squeak the bun, and to place your code upon the code rack of Satan.
The people have a request.
Oh no.
Yeah?
Bun has been squeaked and made to make the sound. Also, somebody asked if you could squeak me, and like, that's possible,
Maybe?
but there's no way to really, because the thing is, you do squeak me every now and then. You like come around a corner too fast, and I forget that I live with other people. And for some reason, my brain's reaction is not, ah yes, Bun. My brain goes, intruder, and then I make unfortunate, ridiculous noises.
Wait a minute. Wait. Along these lines. Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh, this hurts.
Something unseen attacks Sybil. This is much clear. This much is clear to me. Something smashes into her back with either a great enough force to cause her blood to splatter, or with such a splatter that it goes everywhere? Question mark? When does this happen? What I will accept is that the spine in the back is depicted in this game several times as the doorway to possession. Mother Alessa, the full-grown version of Alessa, seen only at the end of the game in the white gown, is possessed by Samael. Samael rises out of Alessa through her back. This is the same as all the doctors and nurses of the hospital, controlled by the parasites squirming around in their backs. Oh god. Oh. This is a fan theory which by a spectacular fluke became canon? Yes, correct. Were these the actual staff of the hospital at one time? Perhaps. I certainly think so for myself. I think Alessa had to suck all of the staff into her nightmare world just to draw
My
Kaufman in
favorite
as well.
part of The Exorcist, where the demon possesses a young girl's spine.
Oh, okay. So he's like all the monsters are people that were in Silent Hill that Alessa pulled into her nightmare dimension or something, I guess.
No.
Oh my god.
Incorrect.
That Samael accidentally allowed Sybil to slip into the conjured world? Oops.
Oopsie whoopsie, you did a fucking
Would it be okay to ask what kind of Sonic PJs? I think they were just... Oh god. I was like 8. I can't remember. I think they were just like white PJs with like Sonic and tails and rings all over them. That's what I think. I don't remember. Pink, you better not. Heck. Now I will recapitulate from what has been previously stated.
Chat, stop trying to picture Bun in footy pajamas.
Oh god. Oh, great. Oh, the endings. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. The UFO ending? Ooh. Okay. When I add all the endings together, I noticed a great many things. The notes that I made helped me to interpret the entire plot of the game and to create this guide. He's not gonna interpret all of the endings as true, right? Please? Please? All of these endings are unsatisfactory in that the nature of the power held by Alessa and the real plot of the game are not explained. Ah! The real nature of the game is not explained?
You noticed a great many things, and were wrong about a great many things. Emperor Palpatine.
In this much, I agree with everyone. Why would the developers spend a small fortune on the development, packaging, and marketing of a game when it fails to have a tell-all conclusive ending? If we look at the works that inspired the game to start with, the answer is clear. Oh god. Oh god, and then he just says to read things and watch things. Oh yeah. Okay. How far down do you think Jacob's Ladder's gonna be? Yeah? Huh?
Who did Jacob's Ladder?
Oh look, number 1, Jacob's Ladder.
Oh no, okay, different. I had a craving to watch the movie.
Oh. Twin Peaks? Sure. The "it's all in Harry's mind" theory? Oh no. So this is the Jacob's Ladder source? It might be. The developers of the game did say in Book of Lost Memories, I think it lists...
Take a deep breath. Ah.
I think it lists Jacob's Ladder as, like, one of the inspirations for Silent Hill, but, like, pretty much only visually, and maybe in the bad ending of Silent Hill 1.
I suggest
like,
you get an umbrella or something, because Bun's brain is going to explode, Scanner's style.
The Twilight Zone theory? Oh no, I can't do this to me. I'm gonna have an aneurysm if I do this. Okay. Oh yeah, frequently asked questions! Oh yeah, alright, okay. Send me a query at danburlew.com. Do not visit danburlew.com. I do not know what it is nowadays. Please do not email this person. They do not deserve any kind of harassment. Do not do this. I will not reply directly to the email regarding this guide anymore. It's time to move on with my life. Thank you. Oh. Wait, I've written the guide to the best of my abilities and I refuse to rewrite it over and over in response to the hundreds of emails I received. Just try reading the guide again! Maybe it'll get better! Just read it again, though.
Pray the curve away.
Oh, okay. Is it true there might be another ending? No. Oh, that's all the... Okay. That's all the frequently asked questions. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway. So yeah, this is the guy that wrote the Silent Hill 3 strategy guide. He's also the one who's like, oh, the silencer in the wall that you can find is a reference
Bun, how does it feel to know you've
Metal
been
Gear
wrong
Solid?
about Silent Hill lore this whole time?
Tessie, don't you do this to me. Okay. Huh. Alright. Don't worry. It gets worse. It gets so much worse. Let's talk about the Silent Hill comics. Be excited. So there's several Silent Hill comic books that came out. They were paid for by Konami in some way. I'm gonna warn everyone. Don't go read the Silent Hill comics. It's not worth it. They're not very fun. They're mostly just nonsense. Dan Burlew is the one who wrote the infamous Final Fantasy IX guide. Oh my god. Okay, the Final Fantasy IX guide I don't blame him for, though. I know that Square Enix was pushing their Play Online thing, and that was a mandate from the publisher, so, like, that ain't on them. But, Whew. All the Sonic comics are so good, though. Alright, here's the warning I'm going to give. Do not ever read the Silent Hill Downpour comic. It contains a scene where a monster talks in English and says to the female cop from Downpour, it says, "I am a rape monster that represents your sexual trauma." And then there's a full panel of the monster's penis. And it's fucking disgusting that they thought that was an okay thing to do, or put in a comic. So we're not doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about the fun aspects of the comics. So the first few comics in this series, Dying Inside, Dead Alive, Sinner's Reward, Past Life, and Among the Damned.
Why, what?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's just as awful as it sounds. So, anyway. So, Dying Inside is, I believe, a comic about people who visit the town of Silent Hill. And there's a little girl there named Christabella. And the joke, I think it's a joke, I think it's supposed to be funny, is that she's a little girl, but she says fuck a lot. And then she controls all the monsters of Silent Hill. And everything. I think it's supposed to be funny. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Okay. So. Yeah, okay. So this is the first page of this comic. So Lynn, I've got one for you. What has 2 heads, no mouth, and no brains? Give up? This thing behind me that's gonna rip you to pieces and eat your bloody entrails. Aw, come on, I thought that was cute. Lighten up. We're all friends here. Well, maybe not. Like, it's supposed to be funny? I think? So then there's a bunch of people who show up with guns, and then swear a bunch, and then they shoot a bunch of monsters. I haven't really managed to read through this whole fucking thing, because it's awful. But yeah. But yeah, basically it's about a bunch of people that shoot a bunch of monsters.
This art is still
Fuck! Oh no, it's a bunch of numb bodies! Oh no!
The artwork looks pretty good, but it isn't helped by the writing.
No, it's not. It also isn't helped by the boring-ass monster design that they put in here. Like, it's got some monsters from Silent Hill, but like, the ones that they made up on their own are just bad. Like, I don't know. Like, it looks like a Dead Space thing. See, she's so precocious. She says the fuck word. So that's basically what this whole comic here is about. They don't really make sense. They don't really go anywhere. So let's talk about the one I really like. One series tries to have a story, but it doesn't work.
We're very intelligent. We have children saying swears. And we say per se a lot.
Yeah. Ergo. So let's talk about Painted Black. Painted Black is the best comic they've ever made. It's so good. I love it. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Painted Black is about a painter that makes Silent Hill fan art. Oops, that's booby. Okay. About a painter that does Silent Hill fan art and decides that he needs to go to Silent Hill one day to get inspiration for paint monsters. Oh, he also says fuck a lot. You may notice this being a trend. Because all the characters in the comics say fuck a lot. I don't know why. I have not mentioned Quaitly. I do not understand, and I'm not sure I care to. I cannot remember. So anyway, you think you see where this is going, right? Where it's like a painter who wants to paint monsters from Silent Hill. And like, so he goes to Silent Hill. This place is awesome! Right? It's pretty good.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no worries, Finnick. I'm sorry. So you think you see where this is kind of going? But no. No. Okay, a bunch of monsters show up. He likes the monsters. But then a bus full of cheerleaders shows up and they decide to start painting this place pink. And then they steal a fire truck and get a bunch of guns and then kill a bunch of pyramid heads. I swear to fucking God. I don't know why they thought this was a Silent Hill comic, but that's what they did. They steal a fire truck. Oh, and here's a bunch of pyramid heads. They fight the pyramid heads? Look at them all. Look at all the pyramid heads. I can dual wielding too. Nice. And then a bunch of cheerleaders shoot them. So it's fun. And then they leave. I don't know if anybody involved in this ever played a Silent Hill game. Cause like, I feel like this would have made a better Resident Evil comic, maybe? But like, I'm very confused. I can think of 2 or 3 swears that exist in the Silent Hill games. Well, the early ones at least, right? There's not many. But like, it's every line of dialogue in these things. Like, every character just says fuck all the time. I don't get it. And then there's these things. These Cenobites show up. Sure. And the monsters can speak English. That makes sense. Got it. Love it.
Just make a Hellboy or a Hellraiser comic. Why does it have the word
I have to say this, Bun.
I don't
When it comes
know.
to comics, subtlety is considered boring in this format, especially if not done well. Folks like action, and I am betting that the marching orders were action and freaky-looking monsters.
Thallium, you're probably not wrong. So yeah, it reads like terrible, dumb fan fiction. And that's about all I can say about it. Yeah. It's mostly just nonsense. The comic feels very mean. They all are kind of like that, yeah. They're all just people saying fuck and having guns, and that's about it. Yeah. Anyway. That's about all I got. Heck. Is there anything else Silent Hill related we need to talk about before we wrap things up? I mean, I guess there were the movies, which kind of took their own interpretation and ran with it. And those have their own problems. Oh, yeah, no problem, baby. The Pop-Tart jump scare. Love it. Adore it. To inform me that he seems pretty normal. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Fun, I think you need to give Chad a hug and tell them it's going to be alright. We all know that's a lie when it comes to this Frankies, but what a sweet lie it is.
Aww. Yeah, it's all gonna be okay. I'm just like, I'm pretty much good on Silent Hill. Like, I feel like the series ran its course and needs to come to an end. I know Blooper Team is like lined up to get their own Silent Hill game or whatever, rumors have it, which I don't know if that's ever gonna shake out. Rumors like that usually don't. But if it does, I'm sure it's gonna be awful. So, you know. Yeah, like the story they told was interesting. It's something that I love and that was formative for me. And now it can just stop. It can just be what it currently is. And it doesn't have to keep changing. No. Yeah, after The Medium, I do not trust their ability to explore the themes of Silent Hill in a way that makes sense. I don't know yet, but we probably Spec Ops. Maybe we should do that. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me on this journey, revisiting one of my favorite game series.
So we need to take this live action version, make it an animation. So then we can make a live action remake of that.
You betcha. I appreciate y'all a ton for hanging out and letting me do this. What else? Oh, we should find somebody to read. But yeah, this is a good time. I enjoy, like, obviously I enjoy bad media. So I enjoy the bad Silent Hill games in a way where it's like a masochistic, like, because Silent Hill is something that I love so much. There's part of me that just enjoys how awful it turned out. As much as it pains me, it is also fun. I think tomorrow, I would like to watch some horror movies on Discord, so if y'all are available, I think around regular stream time, we're gonna watch Dean Koontz's Phantoms, which is, I think, a big inspiration for the first Silent Hill game. And also a movie from the 40s called Cat People.
Which I've been wanting to see for forever.
It's a good one. It's interesting. It's worth analyzing. It's got some really interesting themes to it, and it's got one of the first jump scares in all of films involving a bus. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Well, it'll be a good time. Oh, yeah, thank you. Heck. Slender, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Pidge. That's right. You are streaming around that. We'll figure it out. But yeah, if y'all need an invite to the Discord, it's just exclamation Discord. Next week should be regular schedule, so I'll be playing some Dumpster Dive stuff on Tuesday, which means probably finishing up Clock Tower. On Thursday, we'll probably finish Escape from Monkey Island, And then Friday, we'll do something new. A new analysis.
Analysis?
A big analysis. It'll be fun. It'll be a good day. No, not Vampire Rain. I feel like we learned a lot today. Let's see. Who are we gonna go visit tonight?
I can't wait for Typing of the Dead.
God, I played Vampire Rain. It was one of the most boring things I've played on stream, and I did 3 sessions of it. Ugh. It's awful. Oh, you know what? I know what we can do. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna go and visit our team stream page. Find somebody from the team I can raid. I've learned nothing and I'm proud of it. Okay, okay. Alright, Dr. Josh Fox, it looks like he's playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I like that game. So I'm gonna send us all over there, if that's alright with y'all. They're a fellow team member of Storytellers, so I'm sure they're gonna give us a warm welcome. Y'all enjoy, have a good night, and gosh, I'll see y'all soon, either tomorrow or next week. The last thing I have to do is find us some music to listen to. Don't worry, I got this.